on where we stand, what we have achieved, and what lies ahead for our great party and our great country. At the heart of our current political and developmental journey is the renewed hope agenda, a bold and necessary blueprint put forth by our leader and President Aswaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. This agenda is not just a political slogan. It is a comprehensive vision aimed at resetting the foundations of governance, restoring economic vibrancy, and instilling a renewed sense of national purpose. When Mr. President campaigned on the renewed hope agenda, he was not offering empty slogans. He was presenting a contract with the Nigerian people, a bold vision for economic revitalization, institutional renewal, and inclusive development. No longer a vision on paper, it is a reality in motion. Therefore, we, as the governing party, must rise as the first and most steadfast defenders and implementers of this vision. As progressives, we must also understand that real transformation often demands courage, sacrifice, and long-term commitment. Already, we are seeing signs of stability in macroeconomic indicators, improvement in oil revenue, and increased global investor interest. Your Excellencies, the renewed hope agenda must therefore be seen as a collective mission, not the responsibility of the President alone. It is our obligation across all organs of the APC to rally behind the agenda with full conviction, to explain it to the people, to defend it with facts, and to ensure that its benefits are felt at every level of our society. It is our belief that this forum has provided policy exchange where stakeholders, including civil society organizations and academia, have shared innovative ideas on sustainable and accelerating progress across sectors, and indeed a fair assessment of the journey so far under the renewed hope agenda. Mr. President, I believe that with the various impactful presentations by our resource persons that include ministers and presidential advisors, it is indeed time to celebrate our successes, confront our challenges, and prepare with clarity and resolve for the responsibility that lie ahead. Your Excellencies, as you can see, we deliberately and carefully selected critical party stakeholders as participants so that the summit will serve as a rallying point for party unity, renewed commitment to the goals of the renewed hope agenda. Therefore, we expect every participant to leave this summit energized, better informed, and deeply committed to the next phase of our national journey. It must not end with words. It must produce actionable outcomes that guide our party's strategy, governance focus, and electoral preparation moving forward. Let us return to our constituencies as ambassadors of the renewed hope agenda and apostles of party renewal. I believe with unity, clarity of purpose, and hard work, the APC will not only deliver in 2027, it will deepen democracy, entrench equity, and expand the frontiers of development in our great Nigeria. However, to effectively support this national vision, our party itself must be reinvigorated. A strong party is the vehicle through which lasting governance is delivered. That is why we have been working on critical reforms to restructure and modernize our great party, the APC. As I stand before you, I must stress this truth. We cannot go into the future divided, unprepared, or reactive. The challenges of our nation require a cohesive, disciplined, and ideologically sound party. Our goal must not only be to win elections, but to lead with purpose, to earn the trust of Nigerians continuously, and to inspire itself in governance again. The economic revival strategy. Under the dynamic leadership of Mr. President, Nigeria has witnessed a courageous and visionary implementation of the renewed hope agenda, from the removal of fuel subsidies to the unification of the foreign exchange market, from targeted interventions in agriculture and infrastructure to bold economic reforms. This administration has taken firm steps to reposition Nigeria on the path of inclusive growth and long-term sustainability. Several short-term economic interventions have also been implemented to mitigate the initial hardships caused by bold reforms, as Nigerians have begun to experience some immediate benefits. Funds freed up and savings have been redirected towards critical sectors like healthcare, education, infrastructure, and security, and increased allocation to states and local governments. The federal government has also approved a new national minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira for civil servants. Initiated conditional cash transfer of 25,000 naira to 15 million vulnerable households for 3 months. Distribution of palliatives to the vulnerable households across the nation. Launching of compressed national gas initiative to provide cheaper alternative to petrol. Over 100,000 vehicles have been converted to use CNG, with plans to convert 1 million vehicles in the next 3 years. Under the renewed hope agenda, there have also been efforts to revive major infrastructural and industrial projects across the country, notably the continued expansion on the National Rail project initiated by the previous government to connect key economic zones. These include Lagos to Ibadan, Ibadan to Kaduna, Kaduna to Kano, Kano to Daura, Daura to Maradi, and Maradi to Jibia in Niger Republic. The aim is to facilitate seamless movement of goods and people, reduce traffic congestion, and boost regional trade, especially in the Northern Corridor. These are few scientific interventions by President Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, under the renewed hope agenda. Accomplishments by the APC, a decade of impact. Your Excellencies, we are gradually transforming the APC from an electoral force into a governing institution. Our successive victories at the presidential level, legislative dominance, and control of the majority of Nigerian states and local government affirm the trust and confidence Nigerians continue to place in us. When I assumed office as the national chairman of the APC, I was well aware of the challenges ahead: internal rifts, structural inconsistencies, external distractions, and ideological weakness. but with focus, commitment, and collective effort, especially with the support of Mr. President, we are gradually stabilizing the ship, reuniting the fold, and now we are setting the party towards a clear and coordinated national vision. House of Representatives and all other stakeholders who join various sectors of our party for the endorsement. But now open your eyes and ears wider. As the chairman of the party, and on behalf of the National Working Committee, the only recognized platform, I believe, legally, the only recognized platform to field a candidate in any to field a candidate in any election, I hereby affirm the various endorsements and declare President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the sole presidential candidate of APC.
We shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand.